Hi everyone, my name is Elishah Candanosa. I am currently a physics undergraduate student in my 7th semester at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, here in Mexico City. I hold a global average of 10 out of 10 in the career, which proves I study hard, but I promise I do actually go outside sometimes. And I am incredibly excited to be applying for the experimental summer internships program. Now then, my physics journey has taken me to the realm of numerical relativity under the mentorship of Dr. Miguel Alcubierre in the Nuclear Science Institute, where I develop and refine simulations of Tolman-Oppenheimer-Volkov stars solving complex PDS in Fortran, Python, and C++ to study their stability under extreme conditions, testing how these massive objects hold up under extreme gravitational pressure, small variations in density, and perturbations under the Cowling approximation. So you may be wondering, based on this fact, why am I so excited to apply to this program? Well, to truly understand these massive stars, in addition to the TOB equations, we need to know the equation of state at the microscopic level for neutron stars and white dwarfs. And this is exactly where my interest in the laboratories offered in the program comes in. I'm especially drawn to the program's experimental range, from heavy ion studies of quark-gluon plasma to experiments exploring hadronic structure and astrophysical phenomena, where I hope to connect my theoretical work with real experimental data. As the joke goes, even though numerical relativity is fantastic in its attempt to leave spherical chaos behind and work with real physical systems, for me it would be thrilling to get hands-on experience with the real experimental data that actually defines the input parameters of my work. However, I believe it is sensible to state that I am not coming to this program empty-handed, especially when it comes to the skill set needed for the internships. My first experience with research was at the Weizmann Institute of Science, where I worked firsthand on photometric data analysis searching for variable white dwarfs, with the aim of finding exoplanetary transits. This work prepared me for another equally enriching, an internship at the Physics Institute at UNAM, where I worked with the Hawk Observatory. There, I used a root framework to hunt for anomalous particles in our showers under the fantastic mentorship of Dr. Hermes Leon Vargas. It taught me particle physics in cosmic rays and air showers, how to handle large datasets, and how to draw conclusions from them. So saying what's pivotal falls short of what this experience really represented for me. All of these internships taught me that physics isn't just about elegant equations on a blackboard, even though these undeniable physics fundamental laws hold immeasurable beauty. It's also about data analysis. It is about roots, C++, Python, and it's about debugging code at 2 a.m. because a variable wasn't initialized correctly, or because a simulation doesn't converge. And although it may look unglamorous or dry to others, honestly, for me it is exactly why I love it. For me, physics is more than a science that models the universe. Even though it is an admirable goal, of course, it is a way to connect ourselves to a world in a holistic manner, and understand it both in paper and through the lessons nature gives us, which we have come to know as experiments. But let's step away from the lab for a second, as if I have had the incredible honor to attend CERN, DESIS, NOLAB, or JLab, I have every intention not to be only an intern, although I commit myself to being a very responsible and hard-working one, but also a pleasant colleague to be around, as I am deeply committed to sharing science and taking on responsibility. Currently, I serve as the UNAM representative on the editorial board of the national newspaper Reforma. I also actively participate in science dissemination at the Nuclear Science Institute, and I have the privilege of being a trainer for the Mexican national team for the International Physics Olympiad. Moving to personal interests, I love reading. On my bookshelf you will find The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy right next to The Godfather. I am fully aware it is a weird mix and eclectic, but I think it balances me out. I'm also deeply passionate about linguistics. I speak Spanish and English proficiently, of course, but I also know Hebrew, Arabic, and Mandarin. I love seeing how different cultures structure their thoughts through language, as if it were a new operating system for the human brain. To wrap this up, I mentioned in my statement of purpose that physics is holistic. It's not just about the data, it's about the people. One of my biggest goals in life is to meet colleagues from all over the world. I want to share a coffee with them and discuss not just a standard model, but our different perspectives on life. I'm ready to work hard, I'm ready to learn from the best, and I would be incredibly honored to bring my enthusiasm, my skill set, and my curiosity to any laboratory if I have the chance to be selected. Thank you so much for your time and consideration of my application, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.